Hi, Facebookers and YouTubers. I'm Joyce, reporting at the end of day 21 of my 30-day focus on time management. This is going to be at least a 60-day project or focus. I don't know, I'll call it an extension or something. Anyway, I want to make sure that I'm really getting this. I refer to Brooke Castillo a lot in her podcast. She talks about massive action, and basically that is taking action until you get the results that you want. You just keep trying different things. If what you're trying isn't working, then you try something else. And that's what I need to do. I've been struggling with time management apparently all my life, and I'm sick of it. I think I've mentioned that before at the beginning of this month. I'm also trying to have some compassion for myself in the process. It is important. If a friend came to me and said, man, I'm really struggling with this time management, I wouldn't smack them in the face and say, get it together. I'd help them, and I would actually be clearer-minded about it. Anyway, so it's going to be more than 30 days. I have been working on my day planner, finagling it, modifying what I have left of this year to suit the way I have been using it. So anyway, I've got in the front what I typically call my master to-do list. It's just a running to-do list of things that I want to do, and I will refer to that often when I am planning my day, deciding what is a priority. So I'll take a look at that, and then I will go to also just a blank page. Now I'm going through the rest of the day planner and whiting out all of this stuff because it has been very distracting for me. So the pages for the rest of the month look like this. I've been whiting out all of the times and all of the dates and the headings on it, so I can use those pages just as a running day-to-day to-do list. And that's pretty much what I've done here for this week. I've just started listing things that were priority for the day, and then the next day and the next day I add to it, or check things off and modify it. So that's what I'm doing there with the day planner. For next year, I like this size. I think this size is going to continue working for me, especially using it this way instead of, a little bitty bit for each day, because I'm just not holding to a particular day. So I think I want to keep this size. So I will probably continue to use planner pads. And if I want to continue to use planner pads and I want to purchase blank pages so that I don't have to white out all of the dates and such, I will need to go to a loose leaf binder, which will probably work better anyway. I can, insert stuff. I can add to it instead of the spiral, although I do like the spiral, the way it works. Anyway, so I'm probably going to do that for 2019. Also in here, I don't know, that's just kind of notes. My daily routines, I have a morning and an evening. The evening routine I have been struggling with, like I've mentioned in the past. And, it's not the routine that I'm struggling with. It's making myself important the things that I've put on my routines are important to me. They are the most important things to me to do every day. That's why I put them on my schedule. And for one reason or another, I'm not holding to them. I'm not following through. I'm not committing to myself. And I've been doing a lot of thought about that today, a lot of thinking about that today. I met with my friend Marty today. We had lunch and I ate too much, and somehow the eating too much just spiraled into all kinds of stuff that I was thinking about. But it was good, I think. It really got me thinking about why I'm not committing to myself. Why am I not being serious with myself? I'm not taking myself seriously when it comes to this schedule. This weekend, I don't know, allowed myself to not keep the schedule. I'm not sure why. I don't remember. I'm sure I had some kind of reason for it. And it was not better. It has not been better. I've been just kind of unfocused, which is a regular problem for me anyway, that I'm trying to fix with acupuncture and with supplements. And maybe it's just my own thinking, or at least part of it, has got to be my own thinking, the way I'm looking at things, the way I'm treating myself, as maybe not worthy. And it makes no sense to me. I mean, if I had a friend again coming to me with this, I'm like, of course you're worthy. Everybody is worthy of certainly of being treated well by themselves. I mean, anyway, so that whole thing about eating too much just spiraled me into all kinds of thinking about what I'm doing, how I'm treating myself. And I made a video for myself. Brooke would call it a thought download. She talks about just emptying all of your thoughts onto a piece of paper. And I just think that would take me too long. My thoughts are going so fast. I wouldn't be able to keep up with them. So I made a video, and I listened to it later. I actually did it twice. I listened to it once, and I noticed some things that I was picking out. And so after I visited my dad tonight, and got home, I listened to it again, and I was making notes. So here are some things that I picked out of my thought download that I think I want to focus on going forward to help me with my time management. So I'm doing the best that I can with what I have, and I need to have some compassion for myself. I will figure it out. I just need to keep trying. And anyway, that's a thought that I have about a lot of people. I think the first time I thought it was regarding my mom, and we had some difficulties in our relationship, and I used to be a pro at holding a grudge. Anyway, there came a point in my life that I realized, she was just doing the best she could with what she had. I mean, she'd never had kids before. She was just figuring it out. And that's the case with any of us. The first time we experience something is the first time we experience something. And we're just trying to figure it out. We're doing the best we can with whatever anybody taught us, whatever we saw or experienced in our lives to that point. We're just doing the best we can. So I'm just doing the best I can. And I need to, even though, I need to move forward and keep trying, I need to lighten up on myself too. Anyway, I need to plan a day the night before, including what I'm wearing. And that's part of this class that I'm taking with organizing the closet. When I do that, when I plan my day the night before, it really does help. You know, I wake up, my goodness. Crazy cats. It makes a difference. I mean, I wake up with a little bit of focus, and maybe I've written down what I need to do the next day. Tomorrow, I have some time-sensitive errands to run. So tonight, writing those down and planning what time I need to start those in order to finish up where I need to finish up, that's going to help me tomorrow. I need to do that. Be clean with my thoughts. This actually didn't come from my download, but it reminded me of something that Brooke has talked about. I need to be clean with my thoughts. I noticed that today I was thinking things that were just gossip, my own personal gossip in my head. It doesn't serve me. It's not useful. It's not helping me toward my goals. It didn't have anything to do with my values. It's not a good use of my time. What I was, the thoughts that I was entertaining today. I need to let my thoughts serve my goals, propel me toward my goals. Let my thoughts reflect my values. The things I've chosen to put on my schedule are important to me. I already talked about this. They are important to me. So there really is no reason for me to disregard them, slack off on them, because day by day they are important to me, and that's why I put them on my schedule. Okay, I found myself when I was thinking about my schedule and today not wanting to do my schedule, even though I had somehow given myself permission to not do my schedule. I was still struggling with that. It was not better. It was not a better day to not have a schedule, to not have focus. And I remembered I was feeling not really deprived, but restricted by my schedule, by this schedule that I created for myself around things that are important to me. I felt restricted, and I suppose kind of deprived. Well, I can't do what I want to do. This is what I want to do. And Brooke talks about constraint and focus, which is really the flip side of restriction and deprivation. It's just a different way of looking at it. Restriction and deprivation is the poor me, I can't do what I want to do, and constraint is the choice. It's narrowing things down and focusing. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, the more that I focus, and if I constrain is my choice to limit my activities in order to focus on and achieve my goals. And that's a beautiful thing. I mean, what the hell is wrong with that? Nothing. If it helps me achieve my goals and I feel better, I feel structured, I feel a need for structure in order to make those things happen, that's the way I should be looking at it. And it's just turning my thinking around. It's not doing anything different. It's just thinking about it differently. So anyway, that was another thing that I got out of my thought download. Decide in advance. Ahead of time. Another thing that Brooke talks about. It's like today, oh yeah, definitely, I want to get these things done tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm not going to want to do it, most likely. And this is what she ran into. And I found it is what I run into. You know, my alarm goes off in the morning, and I let it go off for half an hour. And then I'm supposed to get up according to my schedule that I made for myself out of love, you know. 6:30 comes, I'm supposed to get up, visit with everybody. That's also allowing myself some time, and I'm still lying in bed going, I don't want to. And I need to decide the day before that when that happens, because very likely it's going to happen, that it's just already decided. I shouldn't be arguing with myself about it because I already decided that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get up and I'm going to do these things on my schedule because I already decided that. So deciding ahead of time and remembering the next day, look, it's not negotiable. I've already decided that this is what needs to be done. I often find myself, and I think I've mentioned this in my videos before on this time management, I've been comparing my current available time with other people's available time. You know, I say, well, other people who work full time, you know, they still get things done. Even to my own past, you know, in the past, well, you know, when I was working, it's not useful. That's not serving me to compare myself to anybody else or even myself in the past. It's just, I need to stop doing that. The time that I have now is the time that I have now. And I need to bring myself back to that and focus on that and remember that. And 4 hours, that really is a decent chunk of time, you know, and I do usually have a chunk of time, 4 hours to spend on a project or other regular things that I want to be doing, you know, like say I want to focus on housekeeping for the day, or I want to spend time with a friend and run errands for the day. 4 hours is a good chunk of time to do that in, and I need to remember that. Some of these things are not taking a full 15 minutes. I'm using 15-minute increments to schedule the morning routine and the evening routine. And let's say the litter boxes, well, they don't have to be dumped every day. Some days they just need to be, you know, scratched through, scooped, that kind of stuff. So it doesn't take a whole hour. I've given myself an hour to do the litter boxes. Anyway, it's on there. I've given myself an hour, and sometimes it doesn't take an hour to do that. So then I was debating, okay, well, what do I do with that extra time? I've been standing there going, okay, so now what? And I need to have a plan for that. For when I have extra time, what am I going to do? So that's it. And I think at this point, I'm just going to, go to my running to-do list, my master list, say, okay, what can I do right now? That's it. Those are the notes I took. Those are the notes I took out of my thought download after freaking out about eating too much today. I didn't intend to run this long, but that is everything that I had to say. So, like I said, tomorrow I have some time-sensitive errands to run. They are going to take up quite a bit of time. So I will get on to planning that while this video is loading, because it takes a while. And I may or may not report tomorrow. Probably not. I don't think I should, because my time's going to be taken up with other things. So anyway, any questions or comments? Leave them in the comments below. And I will leave links to some of Brooke's podcasts. Again, I know I do that a lot, but anyway, I never know when somebody might be coming in to one of these videos and have not seen one before. So I will be putting some links to Brooke's videos, her podcast, I'm sorry, it's not a video, podcast, in the comments. And if you have any questions for me or comments for me, please leave them below, and we'll just talk about it. Good night.